Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
Hello, my friends. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. I hope you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. I'm using a new microphone today and I do not have my cover. Sir, I cannot block out any any back sounds or anything like that. Plus my mic is a little bit of ways away from me, so I might pull her a little bit closer. Hold on. Now, you should be able to hear me better. Okay, great. So, how is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and I hope you have a happy new year. Okay? Now, Christmas was great. Love Christmas. Gonna do it again next year. So, let's talk about Monday Night Raw and then we'll get into some of the stuff that, happened at Christmas. And we'll do even more. We're going to more depth on Wednesday. Okay? Yeah. But if you missed Monday Night Raw today, I will say there was some interesting pieces to Monday Night Raw today. Was it bad? No. Was it amazing, sensational work? No. It was just good enough to give you a good enough teaser to be interested in next week's Monday Night Raw, which in that case, it did its job. Okay. Now, if you didn't know, this past weekend, it was World's End for AEW. So there was a lot of wrestling fodder happening over the weekend due to AEW's last PLE of the year. But we're focusing on WWE, so let's get into it. Hello to everybody in the comments. I see all the haze. Hello. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Kira was first this week. Hello, Kira. How are you? Hi. Hey. 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 How y'all doing? I like it when my family is nice to each other, especially for the holidays. Hello, Donnie. Hello. Hi, Aaliyah. Hi. Let me see. Who we got? We got Jay. Hello. She said, I watched it on my iPad because the wind effed up my fire stick. Oh, that's crazy. All right. So it's very windy here. I am in Ohio, so this is a snow belt. We're supposed to get 3 to 5 inches of snow today. Okay. Well, within the next couple of days. And it's a frost advisory out there. It's a freeze advisory out there. And it's just windy. It's just super windy outside. Anywhoosies, let's get into Monday Night Raw because it had its little juicy tidbits, and some of that stuff happened on social media. So I'm gonna have to revert back to some stuff on social media and cover the rest of the stuff over her. Okay. Now look, Monday Night Raw was fairly simple and straight to the point. It did what it usually does, which is it kicked off the show with the Vision, which I really wish that it didn't. This was a damper, in my opinion. It was boring, it was unnecessary, and I really need them to not let, and I'm saying this with love, okay? There are two people in the division who should never hold a microphone. Actually, three: Austin Theory, Brian Breaker, and Logan Paul. Never should hold a microphone, in my opinion. Bronson Reed, I will let talk on the microphone. He is never bad on the microphone. Face, heel, whatever. I've yet to see that man cut a bad promo. But those three are terrible. Now, Austin Theory, I'm gonna give a little bit of a pass. He has not been on TV in a while. He hasn't cut a promo in a while. So it's gonna take a minute. But what we're getting is B movie list star right now. And I understand we gotta wait till we get some things rolling with Austin Theory. I believe in the potential that he has. Let me say that. But what we're getting, like I said, is B list style superstar. We're getting call level commentary, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Same thing goes for Brian Breaker. I don't know if Brian Breaker is nervous, but at this point, my G, you've been on TV longer than Logan Paul has. And even though Logan Paul is corny, he has no delivery. He is legitimately one of the worst people on the microphone because he does not know how to tailor his rhetoric to his opponent instead of just regurgitating the same shit over and over again. At least Logan Paul is going to deliver that line. There ain't no fear, there ain't nothing. Everybody in there don't like the nigga. He know that they don't like him, and his ass go out there every time with more confidence than he should have. And you have all the talent in the world, all the potential in the world, Brian, and he out there eating your ass up just by existing. That's a goddamn shame. Okay, I need you to tighten up, pull it together. I don't know if you're drinking too much motherfucking coffee before you come out there. I don't know if it's too many loaded teas, too many caffeine, Red Bulls. I don't care what it is. Stop it. Stop it so you can get your shit done right. Because what we got was a halfway decent promo. Now, some people accept the bare minimum. I am not one of those people. Okay, because I've seen what you get when you rise to the occasion, and Brian Breaker has the ability to rise to the occasion. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, the promo that was cut today was some bullshit. Okay, you sitting up here talking about how the microscope is on you. Well, bitch, did you expect it not to be? What are you, third generation, second, third generation superstar? You had two uncles in the WWE. Not only were they singles competitors, they were a tag team. So you got two legacies to live up to. Not one, but two. Okay? And your uncle, as shitty as a human being as he is, that man could cut a promo and you would be the most ridiculous thing you would hear. But that man would cut that shit with so much confidence and so much bravado. You could not deny what was being said. So I don't know what you got to do, but you need to fix it. Whatever is broken, you need to fix it. I don't know. Maybe you need to get you something before you bring your ass out there. I don't care what you got to do, but you need to do something. Because what I'm tired of is you going out here bouncing between you a dominant force and a menace to you don't understand the pressure I'm under. Bitch, I don't care. I don't care about none of that. I don't give a damn. Don't care about your pressure. Don't care about none of that. You being a legacy kid means nothing to me. It means absolutely nothing to me. And you know why? Because you rest on the fact that you're a legacy kid and you use that as your motive and means. So no, you can't, you're not gonna sit up here and bullshit a bullshitter. That's not happening. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Try again, ho. Try again. Because if we're gonna sit up here and argue semantics, the pressure that you're under, you have no idea. I don't want to know. I'm glad my daddy didn't wrestle. Baby, y'all are lucky. Y'all are lucky that none of my family members have wrestled because I would have been the first one. That definitely would have been a TV personality job that I would have had. 1000%. 1000%. Y'all are lucky. Lucky none of my family ever said, I think I want to be a wrestler because I would have been in there. I would be up in that shit. Do you understand me? On top. Hey, Lady Gates. Like nobody is screaming Bird and Star. Well, Mello is. Cause Unc ate him up again in 3 minutes or less. And you know what the funny thing about it is CM Punk didn't even get him the way he could have got him. He didn't get him the way he could have. That man went smooth easy on his ass. Because all CM Punk said was, I don't deny what you're capable of. I don't deny what you can do and where you're going and your trajectory. All I'm telling you is it ain't right now. And it ain't gonna be on my back. That's all I'm telling you. I'm not going no fucking where. I'm not ready to leave yet. I'm not done listening to the crowd chant my name. I'm not ready to hang up my boots. My name is not John Cena. My hip is just fine. I'm not doing shit. I'm gonna sit my ass right here. You're gonna wrestle me on January 5th, and then you're gonna get your ass to the back of the line like everybody else. And I'm gonna blow through anybody else who come up in here trying to take my title from me. When I'm ready to lay it down, then you can have it. But until then, back your bitch ass up. Simple. There wasn't no fire. And he didn't say nothing crazy. I'm telling you, he didn't get him like he could have got him. He did not. Now, Austin Theory, listen. Listen to me, Theory. I believe in what you're capable of. I know what you can do. But you're going to have to rest in a place that I don't think people think you should go to. And I think you should. And this is going to sound real crazy. But I need y'all to walk with me. Before y'all get mad, I need y'all to walk with me. Austin Theory clearly presents himself as a white boy, but he can embody the swag of somebody racially ambiguous. Okay? Now, I'm not saying he got the cosplay of black man. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he got to rest in his natural Atlanta swag. Because it's something about Atlanta. Them niggas, y'all niggas in Atlanta are wild. I don't know where y'all come from. I don't know why the culture down there is the way it is. I don't know. But anybody that's born in Atlanta, y'all niggas know y'all are from a whole different planet. Y'all know this. Okay? Austin Theory ain't gonna really get to where he needs to be until he rests into that Atlanta spirit. It's inevitable. It's a part of him. You feel what I'm saying? Like he gotta lean into it. I promise you, once he do, shit will start to change. But he ain't gotta go full John Cena with it. He ain't gotta do that. I'm talking about just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He got a little swag. You can tell it's there. It's hidden. It's hidden, but it's there. All right. But I need you to tighten up. Now, Jared said something while I was on recording earlier and did commentary. So if you don't follow my page over on Instagram and you won't hear the commentary, sometimes you'll miss some nuances because Gerard thinks that Austin Theory is a plant by Seth Rollins. He thinks that Seth Rollins sent Austin Theory to the Vision to begin to start the implosion of it. He needed him to start destroying the Vision from within. Now, is that possible? Yes, it's very, very possible. Do I think Seth thinks that far ahead? Yes, I do. I do think that. Do I want that to be true? No. No, I do not. The reason why I don't is because I really want Austin Theory to benefit from being in the Vision. As much as I can't stand the Vision, for Theory, this could work out in his favor. But I feel like the Vision ain't going to really be able to get the opportunity to operate the way it needs to because it's going to get broken up before it gets the chance. Now, however, I believe they should stay in operation at least until SummerSlam of next year. Then they can start breaking down the Vision. They had fucking Judgment Day on its fourth iteration of their group, and Judgment Day needed to be broken up years ago. Okay, Ben needed to be broken up. So the first segment of the day obviously was the Vision coming out there to talk. Paul Heyman said something that I didn't really give a damn about. And then Theory was giving praise to everybody in the group. And that's when we saw CM Punk. And CM Punk came out, requested that Brian Breaker let him and Brian have a little conversation with each other. before they had a match in January, which is next week. And so the ring cleared and the two men had their outs. Brian Breaker said what he had to say, and it really didn't resonate with nobody. But then CM Punk rounded it out and cleared it up. So we left that on the table. Okay. Now, moving on. The girls had their match. Okay. It was a triple threat match for the women's championship. Now, here's what Nikki Bella is a tacky ass bitch. I don't understand. Nikki Bella came out there in green and silver gear. Cute gear. Like the gear. I hated the legging part of the gear. I really wish she wouldn't have worn that, but she had it on. It was a choice. Then she just decided, okay, I'm gonna put on these red and black. They was either dunks or just ones. I don't remember. But she put on these red and black sneakers that she always wrestle in. And I'm just like, okay, so your gear is silver and green, dear. And you chose it was distracting. It distracted me. And I'm just like, sis, please just go buy some green shoes. Like they sell green dunks, they sell green and black. They gotta sell some green ones somewhere. Like, what are you doing? She came out there. She came out there. She looked good. I ain't gonna lie. Body was tea. She looked good. I just hated the sneakers. The sneakers got on my fucking nerves. I was so irritated by that. I was like, please, why? You could have worn anything. You could have bought some all white ones, some all white something. Like, I was so mad. I was so fucking mad. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm assuming that lady retained. She definitely did. She definitely did. Game colorblind. I should be at Barclays Center seeing my man live, but I had to do the overnight shift on Tuesday, which was supposed to be Tuesday night. Okay, Kelly. She came out there not giving a damn. Like it was just like, what is going on? Like what are you doing? Where did you get this from? She did not put them on. Like you knew this gear was coming. That's what I was saying. It just distracted me. That lady has green dust. Well, damn it, she didn't wear them. She put on them red ones. Them raggedy ass shoes that she ties up too tight. I can't. Let me tell y'all something. I can't stand when you buy some sneakers and you tie them bitches up tight to the point where the shoe is pulling in the middle. Bitch, go to hell. I'ma slap your ass to the white meat. Do you understand me? Don't mess up a good pair of sneakers like that. That's fucking crazy.
That's what she lost.
No,
go back and
no, no. You said it enough. Stop it. You could have went anywhere and got shoes to like for like $80, you bitch. Like, I mean, I think they're Eagles ones, but still, like, no, but they make them. It's the point. Like, she did not have to go out there and wearing them raggedy ass red shoes. Like, you could have got some green ones.
You said her gear was silver and what?
It was silver and green.
I got a pair of green and silver ones upstairs.
I'm not crazy. I know they make them. I'm not fucking crazy. Upstairs. I'm not crazy. That lady is wild for that.
Shoes.
That's wild.
Shoes is white and green with a silver Nike check.
That's no. See, I'm not crazy. That's wild. That was a choice. You chose to come out there like that. That's weird. She gotta pull her shoes tight. I have a bad angle. No. You tie them up like they supposed to be tied. I'm not talking about tying them up tight. I'm talking about tying them to the point where your shoe is literally touching in the center. That shit is crazy. Don't do that. You messing up a good shoe. Can't even feel her ankles. They was so tight. That was the wildest shit. I was like, what is happening? She could have went to that sneaker place they do the interviews at. The complex place they got in New York. That place is fucking expensive.
They got a comp. It was in Orlando. They got a comp. Shit, she could have went to Soulfly, Miami, and got some shit.
Soulfly?
Mm-hmm. Soulfly's another specialty sneaker shop.
I'm not spending nothing at no specialty sneaker shop. These niggas is crazy.
Complex is a specialty
Can you
sneaker
not?
shop.
I got my mic on there.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
They was suggesting it.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't. I'm just saying, take your ass to Foot Action or some shit and go get you some damn sneakers. They were in Orlando today. I'm gonna tell y'all, Finn Balor had something he had to say today.
Came back and won.
Oh, we won?
113 to 101.
Ooh, nice, Cleveland. Ain't it supposed to, girl? That's a Florida thing. Orlando, but she got money. Okay, this match was not bad. Nobody in this match did anything bad, honestly. All three of them did well. Even Nikki Bella. They were fine. It was a good matchup. Raquel lost. So did Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella ate the pin. I told you that bitch was going to eat the pin. Now, after she done ate this pin, I should not see her no more. Yes, because she shouldn't be going after nobody's championship. She done been pinned twice. Right? Now, Raquel, she didn't get pinned. So Raquel should go back after Stephanie and go after another title shot. Now, I'll tell you what was messy today. Let me tell y'all. Raquel was backstage having an interview with Jackie. She got interrupted by Liv. Liv came up to her and was just like, hey, sis, I just wanted to come and tell you, good luck. I hope you have a good match. She said, I know that things are not going right with Judgment Day, with JD being out. He's injured. Now Dom is out with an injury. And, it's just the rest of the crew. But she's like, look, you're going to do what needs to be done to bring that title back home to the Judgment Day. And Raquel was like, oh, I got this. She was just like, I'm just saying because we really need this W right now. Because, it's just, and she was like, wait, what are you trying to say? And she was just like, well, Roxanne was saying, she was like, wait, what the fuck was Roxanne saying? I was like, oh, now you starting the bullshit. Okay, I see you, you messy bitch. I see you. Okay, because she started off telling her, we need this W. Judgment Day is on the brink. Like, we really need you to get there. Like, and last week we had a little trip up or whatever, but it's gonna work out. And she kind of brushed her off and was just like, oh, you don't need to worry about me. I got this. And that's when Liv kind of started planting the seed. She was just like, well, Roxanne, she was like, well, I just wanted to make sure you understood the importance of it because, we, and she was like, wait, we, what you talking about? She's like, well, Roxanne, Roxanne basically was saying, and she was like, wait a minute, what did Roxanne say? What is she saying about me? She didn't get the chance to finish because Roxanne walked up. And so she was like, well, what's going on? And Liv swerved the conversation and was like, oh, strategizing. We're just making sure we're planning it. We're all on the same page. It's nothing. You're not listening to anything. I was like, oh, you dirty bitch. You dirty, dusty bitch. Dirty. Woo. JD is injured. Yeah, he had just had surgery to recover. Yeah, so he's gonna be out for a while. She only allowed to go after the IC or call her sister and tell her to get her ass out the garden and get them tag belts. I do think she's gonna go after that IC title with Maxine. I don't think that she's going after the big championship no more. And to be honest, if she want to get it, whatever. I hope and pray that next week they let Maxine beat Becky Lynch. Maxine deserves to beat that woman. Becky doesn't need another fucking title run. I'm tired of y'all trying to sell me fucking wolf tickets. I'm sick of it. She don't need the damn championship. Let Maxine go over. Let her keep that title a little bit into past Royal Rumble. And then once we hit Elimination Chamber, she can drop it. Or take her to Mania and let her drop it at Mania. That's a good chunk of time that Maxine would have been champion. Yep, Funko Pop is gone. Damn, not Funko Pop. Life is short. Smile while you still have teeth. Damn, that you know what? That's a bar. Because we only got 50 summers left, Jared. Okay, we only got we only got a few summers left. I think Liv got a new hairdresser, and her Trump gimmick is getting stale. It's not that. It's that at some point, new people have to be moved into the position. Like you can say what you want to about, the OGs, okay? But at least when we were watching it back in the day, there were multiple people at the top that you could watch. There were at least 4 storylines going on one show at one time. You were either focusing on the main one with the championship or the middle title, or you were focusing on the side feuds that were happening. Not everything was centered around belts. And these were people who were prominent. The Rock, Undertaker. This was Stone Cold Steve Austin. This was Shawn Michaels, Triple H. All these guys existed in the same eras. So like they were able to diversify this enough so that everything was spread out. We were not solely focused on one thing. And that's the biggest issue I have. Like, spread the wells, goddammit. I'm tired of watching the same fucking stories over and over again. I'm sick of it. Is Becky still gonna wrestle since she's pregnant? What? Since when is she pregnant? That lady ain't pregnant. That lady is not pregnant. Not pregnant with child. That lady ain't pregnant. I told y'all Liv was gonna turn on Raquel. Ooh, she real subtle nasty with it, Nicole. It's real subtle. You got to be paying attention to see it. But it was real subtle. She just was like, yeah, that's what Roxanne was saying. She was trying to say, she was like, what the fuck did Roxanne say? She was like, well, and I was like, ooh. Then when Raquel left, because Raquel told them that she wanted to wrestle on her own. She didn't want no help from anybody. She wanted to do this all on her own. And everybody was like, don't worry about it. You got it. You got it, girl. And then Liv made this face. I was like, oh. And so our story begins. Why, thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, Farquhar's head is proportionate to his body. Not too much for JD. That's crazy. Because she's gonna be like, girl, you supposed to be the bodyguard. What the fuck you think you're doing? Hey, she could have been said that shit, honestly. She's not. Yeah, maybe I'm going crazy. I thought I saw something during Christmas. If she is, she ain't told nobody. Not you are. She said, y'all don't mind me. Nicole said, because she is not pregnant. Nah. Nah, she not. I mean, Emma's pregnant, but I don't know about Rebecca. Yeah, Emma is pregnant. Emma has another baby on the way with her husband. I thought she would be turning on Roxanne, but her turning on Raquel would be better. I think she's gonna turn Roxanne and Raquel against each other, and she's just gonna be manipulating them, which she's very good at. Mhm. Who would you have be the next one to go up against Stephanie? Ooh, interesting. Um, so I feel like Oscar is somebody that Stephanie could really vibe with in the ring. So I would let her roll out with Oscar for a little while, especially if they drop these tag team titles. I also would pull Charlotte from SmackDown, move her over to Raw, have her go after Stephanie, and see what that looked like. Whoever win is whoever win, but the matchups I would have with them would be fun. Um, and she's gonna take Roxanne with her because she low-key respect her more because she sees her as a contemporary, but Raquel was supposed to be in the back. That's gonna be her shit. If I was Raquel, Raquel could have been slammed that little hole. Hello, top of the morning to ya. What's up? Emma's pregnant? Yes, Emma is pregnant. He's at or bottom of the night, period. Period. Because some people it's that night for some people. Yeah, Liv is stirring that pop. Yeah. Yeah, she out here tripping. But I love it because it's gonna start some mess and possibly end Judgment Day. Speaking of Judgment Day, Finn Balor was talked to in the back by Byron. Mm-hmm.
Byron.
Yeah, Byron. I know it sounds like a siren. Anyway, Byron was talking to Finn, and Finn was basically like, things ain't really going, exactly to plan. But he said being back here in Orlando has got me feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm on Orlando, and this is like home. He said, I'm feeling something like I'm having to reach down deep, like I had to in NXT when I put that brand on my back and I carried it into new heights and I changed the game in NXT. Okay, all by my lonesome. He said, now I'm not, the Judgment Day don't have no leaders. You know what I'm saying? But he said, what I'm going to do is what I always do. Everything that I touch is going to be elevated. And I said, He said, it's a little hope. And while hope might be small, that little grain of faith can grow into something amazing. Right? And I said, now we out here preaching. All right, then. If it means that your ass is about to start putting in some work so you could be the next world heavyweight champion and really start shaking some shit up, then cool. Cool. Because you've been a loser for too long. And I need you to get your shit together and get this shit right.
He's a loser, baby.
I'm tired. I am tired. And it's already working. It definitely is. Whatever the time zone is over there, period. Okay. Maybe it was Emma. It was Emma. I guarantee you it was Emma. It was her husband, and their baby in a video in front of their Christmas tree. And they put up the sonogram telling everybody that she was pregnant again. Yep, she's going to have 2 under 1.5. Lord have mercy. Oh, Jesus. And this reveal got to be better than Natty turning on Carmella and Nikki. Oh, that was actually fabulous. I loved it because Carmella was like, bitch, it wasn't me, it was her. And Natalya was like, I told you that shit in confidence. Yep, she gonna rip Judgment Day apart and take 1 or 2 of them with her. It ain't gonna be Finn. I need Finn to be by his lonesome for a while. I mean, like years. Okay. Street trash until the group dies. Child. I'm kidding you, bitch. I forgot about them hockey, but glad they happy. Yeah. Okay. Where have I been? Because what you mean she having a baby again? Hiram, please. Hiram, please, not today. Not today, Hiram. Not today. We're not doing it. We're not. We're just not. Well, y'all got to see Austin Theory in trunks again today, so that must have been something nice for y'all that like looking at his ass all the time.
I think we've seen enough.
I've seen enough of Austin Theory's ass. I'm okay. I think it's either going to be Roxanne. It's only going to be Roxanne or Roxanne and Dom. Mm-hmm. You probably right. If I was her, I would just take Roxanne. And then if I was Roxanne, I'd turn on her like at least like 4 months in. I'd turn on her after that and leave her to her own devices. I don't care to see Austin. Okay. Sure you don't. Sure, Jan. Sure. Any whoosies. Let me see what else we got up here. What else is on the docket? I think Austin Theory losing his hair. Look at this haircut. That's probably why he cut his hair. Look at that. Look at that. Look how it make him look like he balding. That's crazy. That's nuts. That render is bad. Theory been eating good. I mean, that man is very, very fit. He's got a very the body is T. I will give him that. And he's been doing very well to either keep up or get bigger while he was gone. So praises for that. But he's not my cup of tea. He's not an ugly man. He's just not my cup of tea. Hiram, please. I'm just saying, like, stop it. Hold on, y'all. Oh, my shit cut off. Where is my cord at? Yeah, it's gonna cut off on me. That's what hair's rolls up. Here. It's technical foul. I didn't watch none of my Christmas movies this year.
You watched White Christmas?
No, but I didn't watch Eight Crazy Nights like I always do. And I didn't watch the original Grinch like I always do. You can put that purse back up there on top of the blue one. Okay. Okay, baby. He said, out of all the whites, this is the one you're not checking for. We are not having this conversation today. We are not having this conversation today. Please. Ugh. I can't. I'm not talking about this with y'all. Dom. Fucking Ray had a match with Austin Theory today. Before he came out there, the Vision officially welcomed him to the group. After they did it publicly, they went in the back and officially made him a part of the group. And after last week, when Brian Breaker was basically like, I ain't gonna never have that nigga back. I have y'all back, but I don't fuck with him like that. I don't know him and I ain't trying to get to know him. Apparently, the sentiments have changed. Because as soon as they was in the back, he was like, look, man, you're a part of the group now. You're a part of the future. So you in our group, we got your back. We family now. And it's just like, bitch, you such a wishy-washy ass little bitch. Like, ugh. I can't stand you. At least stick to your fucking principles. Okay? Couldn't do it. Y'all welcomed him in so easy. So easy. So if he is a plant, y'all just gave him the keys of the kingdom, you dumb bitch. Just stupid. Anyways. So, while they was in the back, everybody started talking to him, telling them, like, yo, we got your back, da, da, da. And then here comes Logan Paul, like, I'm the most famous. I'm arguably the best. I got this, da, 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 da. But I got your back today. And Paul Heyman was like, oh, okay. So you take him out there then. You escort. Mm-hmm. Your job is to make sure Theory looks good. You're going to go out there with them. And he was like, oh, yeah, me? Just me? By my lonesome? Ism? He was like, Ism is you. Okay, babe. They went out there. They got ready to fight. And apparently because Rey Mysterio was winning in the match, this was, instead of him waiting until the ref turned his back, he did it when the ref turned around facing them. This caused the match to be a full disqualification, and they began to attack Rey Mysterio. Now, prior to the match, CM Punk went to Rey and was like, listen, Vision is on some bullshit. I got your back. Rey was like, nah. He was like, I appreciate your sentiments, but you got a match you got to prepare for next week. So you don't need to be nowhere near them. Don't worry, I got some backup. I know how to handle some shit. You know what I'm saying? I made a few phone calls. I got it. I'm like, who the fuck did you call? Fast forward to the match, she getting jumped. All of a sudden, fucking Penna's music hits. So Penna got injured a few weeks back. It made him miss the tag team match with his brother at the Triple I, as Ethan Page calls it, the Triple I PLE that they had a few weeks back. So because of that injury, he couldn't compete. But he has since been cleared and he has officially returned. And Penna was coming to Rey Mysterio's aid. This allowed Vision to retreat, and it gave Penna and Rey Mysterio a nice little standing ovation to round out the year for the very last Raw of 2025. Okay. Now, there were no other women's matches on this card. There were segments. We saw some backstage segments with Bayley and Lyra. Both of them are in the tizzy because they are not part of the title scene fight that is happening currently at the moment. If you notice, when it comes to the tag team titles, Nia Jackson Lash, Bliss and Charlotte, Rio, and the Kabuki Warriors are the four competitors who are competing for the tag team titles. This leaves Judgment Day and Bayley and Lyra on the outside looking in. Both teams are concerned that they're not being considered or even looked at as a threat. And according to Lyra and Bayley, they want next. Lyra and Bayley feel like because they've pinned Judgment Day multiple times, that they've earned the right to be the next one in line. I disagree. 1,000 times over, I disagree.
Shot that left-handed, by the way.
Left-handed.
Yeah. They changed the NBA rule that that during the last like 3 seconds of each, like within the last 3 seconds of the quarter, if you chuck in half court shots, it doesn't go against the individual player shot percentage. It goes as the team. It's considered a team shot. So niggas is chucking everything at the end of the quarter.
That's wild.
Counts on the field goal percentage.
You all bitch ass nigga for that. That's crazy. Anyways, so the reason why I don't like this is because one, they haven't beaten the tag team champions. They have not competed against them. Two, they didn't beat the former tag team champions, Charlotte and Bliss, but they're complaining about not getting title shots. I don't know why they have forgotten how this shit should work, but I'm not okay with you just bidding anybody and then declaring that you deserve a fucking title shot. Now, a lot of people had that same sentiment when it came to Ivy. My thing is with Ivy is that she actually had a legitimate reason to stake claim at the Intercontinental Championship. Maxine had never beaten her. She easily had beaten Maxine on multiple occasions. So she felt like rightfully so, I'm one of the only people who has ever pinned her. Let me get a title shot, right? There are multiple people who were going to come after Maxine anyway, and it was easy to get Ivy out the way. The difference between Bayley, Lyra, and the rest of them is one, Lyra's been tag team champion this year. This year, she was tag team champion. A lot of people forget this shit, but the bitch was. Okay? She was tag team champion this year. So much is happening in a year of wrestling. It looks like she's not getting opportunities, but that's because Lyra was already fucking Intercontinental champion, the first one, and she was tag team champion. She don't need no more fucking opportunities. Unless you earn the opportunity, you don't get to just walk around, pin one person, and then claim you deserve a title shot. No, absolutely not. You also don't deserve to be in the title scene either. Pin and Judgment Day don't mean a fucking thing. That don't mean nothing. Unless you pin Charlotte and Bliss or the Kabuki Warriors, I don't want to hear shit about you needing or deserving an opportunity. Nothing. Proving the thing to Pierce to me is some bullshit. I shouldn't have to go on and have a match with a random ass person to prove nothing to fucking Pierce. Make it so it's fair. If you're going to even the playing ground for this tag team division, since you turned it into one, for those who are not corralled around, but the thing y'all did the worst about this women's tag team division is y'all took potential competitors for both of the new champions. You moved them out of title contingency, and now the title scene is bare for the women who are at the top, and y'all got all of them fighting for the mid-card title. Now, how the fuck do that make any sense whatsoever? I'm just saying. Jesus Christ. Okay. That's the wild ass shit. That's crazy. Forgot the hair, look at the lips. Forget the hair, look at the lips, Lord. Not them welcoming a double agent. Yes, that's what Gerard said. He thinks that he's a double agent too. Not they dummies. Oh my god. Never said he was the smartest. Well, that's not true. The Oracle said he got everything figured out. That's what he said.
All that water said.
The smooth operator Penna. Hello, how are you? Please, not the triple R. That's what Ethan calls them. Okay. I see an elimination chamber match between those teams. Okay. For real, because Lyra was champion of some sort for the half of the year. I meant Logan, not the group. Got it. Okay. So we had that little interaction. Prior to that, we had Asuka, Kyrie come out there. They was cutting some kind of promo. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't listen to it. I had no desire to listen to it. It was no shade against Asuka and Kyrie. I was just tired. I'm just tired. I already know where it was going. I was tired. Now, what ended up happening was Rio came out there and they got into the fights. They got the scuffling. And they was able to fight them off. Now, this Friday, it's going to be an 8-woman tag team match with Rio and Bliss and Charlotte facing off against Nia, Lash, and the Kabuki Warriors. It's a reset or a rematch of the what they call it? What the fuck is that damn match? My brain. Survivor Series. The Survivor Series match. War Games. So I suspect that Nia and them are going to win, seeing as how they lost in War Games, okay? Now, the last match of the night was the tag team bout. It was the Usos versus the current tag or former tag team, Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. Now, look, a lot of people seem to be a little in their feelings about the fact that the Usos got the titles back tonight, but the reality of the situation is AJ Styles is getting ready to retire next year. And AJ Styles is more than likely going to be put in a program with Gunther. So, with all that being said, he couldn't be in tag team title territory and he'll be locked up in this battle with these belts when he really needed to be free to be a singles competitor. Now, the Usos being a 9-time tag team champion, let me reiterate, 9-time tag team champion is fucking crazy. That is nuts to me, okay? But this also allows for another tag team to come in and take the titles off of the Usos and get something really good. Beating the Usos is a good momentum pusher for any new tag team. Now, they have been teasing that Javon Evans is going to be sent to Raw, which I think he will be. And they might have Leon Slater come over to Raw as well. Leon is still the X Division champion, but they are in that tag team realm with Javon, so they could still go after the tag team titles later on next year. Please bring me some banana pudding when you come back, and put me some more water in this cup because I'm running low and I don't want you to have to go back down. All right, thank you so much. Now, all of that could happen within the next week because we saw Javon was talking to the tag team champs and they was telling them like, hey, he was like, I know you and Leon Slater got your own thing going, but once you get set up wherever you're going, and if he comes with you, y'all come back and holler at us, we'll run it back. And Javon was like, yeah, no doubt, I got you. That's when El Grande Americano and Cole ran up on him. He said something in Spanish. I don't know what he said. And basically, Javon was like, look, you talking that bullshit. I heard puta. I heard that. I know what the fuck that meant. That was an insult. You should have whooped his ass. Okay. We all know what some Spanish cuss words are. Okay. Or at least some insults are. Somebody calling you a pedo, that is not a damn term of endearment. Okay. Now look. Javon got that nigga face and he was like, I'm gonna beat your ass. You say that shit about me again. He's like, I don't know what the fuck you said, but stop being crazy. Stop talking to me crazy. Talk to me nice before you get this work. I'm not playing with you. And homeboys kind of walked up on him and he was like, nah, calm down. It's cool. It's cool. He was like, I see your ass around, little nigga. That's basically how he looked at him, kind of sunning him and shit. And Javon was like, I don't know what the fuck he said, but Dragon Lee, like, I got you. I'll tell you what he said. I got you. I don't think he do. There's a lot of smooth brains in that group. Please. She's talking about the Vision. The Vision got a lot of smooth brains. Goodness me. Oh, I have never. That's y'all ignorant. Y'all understand? Nicole is stupid. She is stupid. So right now, the Usos are your new tag team champions, and they seem to be very, very ecstatic about it. Things are seeming to be resetting in the WWE amongst the superstars. Now, on Wednesday, I'm going live at 8:00. The ball drops at like what? They start the stuff on there. I'll try to stay on live as long as I can. But I am gonna be chilling with my fam for New Year's, so I'll probably be downstairs on live, talking on live to y'all, and still handling what I gotta handle with my family. And when the ball drops, I might do it on live with y'all. I might not. Y'all decide. Y'all tell me what y'all want to do. I put a little poll up over here on YouTube, and y'all tell me if y'all want to keep do the live with me, and we'll keep it that way. Other than that, y'all, that was it. You know, Trick Williams popped up over there with Pierce, basically telling them like, "Hey, I got a lot of feel. I got an offer from Nick. What you doing? Where you at? What's up? Do you want me here or not?" I don't think Trick Williams is gonna be on Raw. I believe Trick Williams is signed into SmackDown. His fiance is over there. And one thing I do love about WWE is that they will not split you up if you are married in a couple or you have a family. They're not doing that. They're gonna have you roll with your spouse. You'll be together. So I like the fact that that is possible, and I think that they should keep it that way. So I don't think Trick is signing to Raw. I do think he's going to SmackDown where his lady is. So as far as I can remember, I don't think there's anything else. Not home. I don't know. Times Square. I don't think I missed anything else. Did I miss anything else? Oh, Gunther tapped out R-Truth. That was it. Other than that, Monday Night Raw was very simple, straightforward, and to the point. Next week, we are going to have the anniversary of the very first Netflix Monday Night Raw. So it's going to be a nice little way. So we'll do a full assessment on Wednesday. We'll talk about Raw's run on Netflix and how well it's doing or how bad it's doing. We'll talk about the run on USA Network and if you think WWE is going to leave USA Network after the deal is up, and if they're going to Raw for everything. I mean, to Netflix for everything, which would be very, very interesting. And we're gonna talk about obviously our year-end review. We're gonna start a year-end review for WWE, AEW, and I'm gonna add TNA in there since TNA is on the docket for it going to AMC. We'll be able to watch it regularly. I'm gonna add TNA in there as well. And here's what we're gonna do. Thank you, sweetheart. From now on, when we're talking about TNA, I will do TNA the same way I do NXT. Instead of covering TNA the day that it comes out, I will cover it on Friday. When we do Friday Night SmackDown review, I will also do TNA's review. That's how we're going to do it. All right? My house, because I ain't got no going to Times Square, it's cold ass weather, and I use the bathroom whenever I want. I'm there, girl. That's how I knew Tiff and old dude weren't going to work out. Ooh. Because they never asked to be on the same show. Oh, that's true. Damn, son. Okay, babe. What does it look like, honey?
Where is the cord?
It's plugged up.
Oh. Okay.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, Tiffany Stratton, because it definitely wasn't me. It definitely wasn't me. I watched the live from last Tuesday. Seems I missed a lot. Oh, that's on you, baby. I told you I had to go live on Tuesday. I told you that. But anyways. Mm-mm. That's not okay. Anywho's, y'all be sure to follow me. Come back over here on Wednesday. We're gonna go over NXT. NXT got a few things going. Hold on. Ricky Saints and Javon are gonna have their match next tomorrow, and that's probably gonna be Javon's final time in NXT. There are gonna be a couple matches next week. I'm sure Lola Vite's gonna get her lit back on Kaylani. There's a lot going on in NXT. Okay, the speed tournament is gonna continue next week. Miles is going up against Lexus King. No, Tavion is going up against Lexus King, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Who else? Right. I don't know who this thing about. And so we got a lot to talk about when it comes to NXT. NXT is prepping for New Year's Evil. That stuff is set in stone and ready to go. So y'all listen, it's gonna be fun. We're going to reset, rejuvenate, revive on Wednesday. We're gonna chill because it's gonna be New Year's Eve. We're gonna have a very, 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 very good time. Okay. And I will see y'all then. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to share my content. And I have the first part to my Seth Rollins convo already up. I gave y'all a little 3-minute teaser. I'm going to put the second half up tomorrow. And y'all can have at it in the comments and let me know what you think about what I've said. I want the truth. Okay. So if you didn't see it, it's in my shorts. And don't forget, I will see y'all on Wednesday and we'll talk all about everything. We're going to do a year-end review for AEW, TNA, and WWE. We're also going to talk about Seth Rollins and his star power and where it truly lies. And of course, we're going to go over NXT. We got a lot to talk about Wednesday. Okay? And of course, if there's SBC chat, we'll do an SBC chat. If not, I'll pivot like I always do. So I see y'all Wednesday. Prepare, study, and come ready to talk. Okay, bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.